two main people that myself and my friend, we run the booth, but we have to have someone drive the stuff to us thing. Obviously, we do it with one of the guys who runs tech at a lot of these conventions. So we throw our stuff on his multiple like crazy stage things and grab it at the con, and he takes it back. But we need 4 or 5 people to help us develop. We need someone to help. Obviously I'm not working the booth all weekend, so we need another photographer. So it becomes a really big logistics issue. Obviously, if you're not with the con, you got to pay for your space. Where are you going to shoot? And then if you're sometimes you have to pay for electricity. So it's something where when we do it, we make it. We have a contract deal with it with the convention. Obviously, when we're at Cosplay, we're at CosplayCon's photo booth. So all the photos we take, we give to CosplayCon, and that's an agreement we make, and we're fine with that because it's more of a, the person pops in the booth. You take like 3 different versions of like the front, the back, the side. They look at their photos if they want to buy your photos, and you put them there, and it's a great cosplay meeting opportunity. It is. I have met so many people doing that I can like, my obviously look at the Silent Hill stuff. 7 p.m. my shift is over. I could do more shoots. I can meet people at cons. I can exchange information for future cons if we're not bringing the booth. So it can be really cool, and it can also be like obviously 15 conventions. There's only 12 months in a year. And, obviously there's a point where you're going to get tired. And then like finding the right lighting. I feel bad that I keep sharing my images, but
mine are there.
So you wanna if you wanted something creepy and cool, like find a cool lighting location at night. Find the right daylight. Make the light work for the situation. Obviously, if you're shooting some like pretty poof Princess Peach thing, you don't want to shoot unless they want it. You're really interested in it. Don't do some like dark and creepy lighting. Don't which leads into locations. Wait. What happened to my location? The one thing. Conventions can be really like they can have some amazing locations, or it can be
or they can be like here.
Yeah, But I've found some great creepy, cool locations. Which stairs. Find the stairs. You can do some really interesting things in stairs. They're usually white, so you can bounce light. There's no one in it. You can have as much time as you want in them. They can be creepy. They can be interesting. There is a set of stairs. If you go down to the basement and you get off at the escalator and you go to like the right, there are those double doors. That's a huge set of stairs.
I think they put people there like for the masquerade, but there.
Yes. Yeah.
The line.
Yeah, I don't think it's an emergency exit, so I don't see why they would. And yesterday I was opening doors. This is bad. I shouldn't tell you to do this. Open doors if they're unlocked. See what's in there.
I actually got kicked out, but they're not gonna do anything. It's always worth the risk. I mean, if they kick you out, you just say, okay, I'll leave. Like, just comply. It's no big deal. But like, it's worth the risk to go in there and find something great.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah, I snuck into the garage, and you're supposed to be in the garage. I got my image, and then they asked me. So, also, it's the Princess Poof dresses are so hard to find locations for. And this place is actually really nice for in the not winter months. If you go outside and to the right, there's like those trees. There's pretty vines along the wall. There's flowers. Last year at AnimeUSA. It was October, so it wasn't cold yet. I did some like really pretty like flower stuff. Find things that work for you. Oh, at DragonCon, I walked off the prop. DragonCon is this huge, amazing, crazy thing, and the lighting inside the Marriott is terrible. I was like, there's a church 2 blocks down. You want to walk with me? Walk to the church. We happened to meet the pastor going out of the church. I was like, can we take some pictures inside the church? He's like, yeah, go ahead. And so, we took photos in front of the church, and we got to go into photos in the church. Ask people if you can go and use their location. I mean, like, obviously, say something like I'm a student and I'm learning, or if you're in costume, usually they're more willing. They're like, what's happening? What's going on? You're in costume. A lot of places will, if they ask for money, then whatever, you can find something else. But Dragon Con was nice. There's amazing locations everywhere. If you just walked off the con, walked a block away from the con, obviously be very careful. I'm a woman, and I am small, and I have a very expensive equipment. Be wary of if someone's following you. Make sure that, that a lot of times there's someone with the person who's getting their photo taken, and they're going to watch out for you. But make sure that you're not walking into a creepy situation, and they're going to steal your camera. Be aware of your situation.
Good question. What about when you're doing location things like away from a con or something, and the props tend to be something that could cause problems, like if you do anything with what looks like realistic weapons or anything like that, how do you deal with that one?
But the cool thing about Dragon Con, which I suggest you all go to, because it is an amazing convention, is that they don't care that your guns don't have any orange specs. They really, I was walking around with airsoft pistols on the street. But most anime conventions now have the no metal rule. And I live in New York. In New York City, you can get a permit, and you can make them aware that you're shooting with A, B, or C. And when you show your permit, when the cop comes up and talks to you, to show your permit. And, even if you're not in New York, most cities require you, specifically after September 11th, obviously in New York, to have a permit to shoot. And it's usually free. Take that consideration a week or 2 weeks before your shoot. Talk to the cosplayer. Obviously, I would not go into New York with a gun without an orange tip. I think that is a terrible idea, even if I was even if I had a permit. Mostly because, people, New York is, they're worried about terrorist attacks. I'm a tiny little girl, and I was shooting in Grand Central, and I had this guy come up to me, a huge military guy with a big dog, and what are you doing? I was like, I have a permit. I still got yelled at. So, even with a permit. So, it's something to take into consideration. I haven't really shot anything in New York with huge props. It's a situation thing. Take it by the situation. I don't even think I have any photos of props.
It's not a very fair prop.
Day or night. The sun sets really fast here, and I was sort of at a dilemma last night. Obviously, you're shooting night. Have something like this, because this is going to save your butt. Like outside light at night is very yellow, it's very dark. It can be very interesting. I think I love night stuff. Everyone knows, I did a sound shoot last night, because everyone knows I love really creepy stuff. It's so much fun. But, take that into consideration when you're scheduling a shoot. If you're going to shoot inside, whatever. But you can't shoot outside.
Yeah, especially if you like to use natural light. Things are darker than you expect them to be. It's really dark in this room right now. A lot darker than you would expect it to be.
Our eyes adjust. Your camera cannot. And that's something that, I should have talked about before. The difference between shooting in automatic mode and shooting in manual mode. I shoot almost all in manual because I have complete control of my camera. And it's something that you should eventually strive to do. Learn what an f-stop is. Learn what a shutter speed is. Learn what different f-stops and different shutter speeds do. Obviously that can be a whole conversation in itself. I took 4 years of photography in high school before I can walk into a room and know what my lighting situation is and know that I'm going to have a hard time, or that this is amazing, Obviously, your camera will see the light differently, and that's something that you should sort of understand. And that's just something why photography is a science, because it's physics and chemistry and these things happening that you should sort of, in the basics, and then adds art. So, depends on some people really only think it as a science, some people only think it as an art, and they don't learn all the other stuff. But yeah, learn to use manual. It is amazing. and learn, ISO speeds and higher ISO speeds.